Welcome back, guys, to Kerbal Space Program. Today, we are taking the little Dynamo who is not so little, Mark IV. I'm sorry, that's not the full title. He's the little Dynamo Mark IV, and he is not so little. But we're taking him. We're going to go look for another Easter egg. We're going to do it in a little bit more cinematic mode, at least for the takeoff. We're going to take off, and we're going to pull a dramatic 180 here. See if I can fly from this angle here. Actually, you know what's fun? Camera chase. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, why have I not done this yet? We have to make sure we're still climbing, though. Oh, I'm really worried we're gonna die. Are we gonna die? No, we're fine. We're climbing. We're climbing just fine. We could even go, like, to full perpendicular to the ground mode here. Oh, this mode is awesome. I love this camera angle. Okay, let's do a little climb job. Why are we not climbing? Climb up. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't want to die. And I more importantly than dying, I want to make sure we're going the right direction. We want to go, yeah, we're not headed the right direction. That's west. 270 is west. We want to be heading north, which is 0. So, or 360, your choice. We got to turn around all the way to here. But we're going to look at another Easter egg, a couple of them. I suspect the one we're heading to first is a monolith. And last episode, if you caught it, I hope you did, hope you enjoyed it. We tried to fly, well, first thing we did is we tested a bunch of these little experimental planes I made. And my space plane and just normal dogfighter plane, whatever you want to call them, whatever classification you want to give them. I've gotten a lot better at making them and flying them through a lot of trial and error and some practice. Are we in the right camera mode? Auto. Yeah, let's keep it in auto. I tried to go land on a mountaintop right about there. Right there. There's a monolith. It's tiny. I had to fly around the mountain like 5 times before I even saw it because I thought I'd be looking for something a little bigger. But now we know, and I suspect that what we're going to go look for today, it's going to be like right here. I suspect it's going to be kind of the same thing. Now, when we went west and we flew by the pyramid and went to the abandoned space station, I thought there was supposed to be something here. I couldn't find it. I suspect it was kind of a similar thing where there was a monolith there. It was so small I couldn't find it. But first thing we're doing, we are going basically here, and that's going to be a monolith. And then the next thing we're going to look at, we're going to take a different ship. But we're going to go to the North Pole and look for something there. Now, that's kind of farther away, and just to save time, I'm going to make something a little bit faster. We're going to take a rocket to it, and not just a space plane, because the space plane will take too long. Now, of course, I would just edit it out, so it's not going to take longer for you. It's going to take longer for me. But we have to be responsible with our time because I want to get to the next thing. The last frontier Jewel is... I've been looking forward to going to Jewel with the super mission for a long time, and I've been doing some planning off camera, and oh boy, this ship I'm gonna make is gonna be redonk. It's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be the most ridiculous thing I've made in the game so far. To date, it's gonna put the Eve ship, the super ship that we put together, it's going to put that thing to shame. No problem. Okay, now... Oh, crap. Okay, cut the engines. I wasn't paying attention. Too busy talking. We're still in air breathing mode, but you'd notice our apoapsis went all the way up to 30,000. That is above air breathing range for this plane. This thing, the oxygen cuts off or gets too low at around 25,000 meters, and it switches automatically from air breathing to closed cycle, and it will start burning the oxidizer in the tanks. And our impulse, more importantly, the impulse will go way down. And this guy he's designed to fly fast at around 20,000 meters, and to drop these wings, the outer tanks, as they empty. He's designed to fly up there, but not into space. He is very unstable in space, probably because the jet/rocket Rapier engines here are behind or in front of the center of mass, which is why we need this big stabilizer on the back there. Flies super awesome in the atmosphere. Flies terribly outside of the atmosphere. Let's see, we're coming down now. This is nice and peaceful, isn't it? We're just sort of gliding. No, we're not sort of gliding. We are gliding. That's exactly what we're doing. What I should have done is I should have leveled off so that my apoapsis never got above 22,000 meters. That's what I should have done. And ideally, I want to stick to right about 20,000 meters even. And at that altitude, I can go in this guy about 1,600 meters per second. No problem. And we can get up there in not too long of a time. I would have edited out some of it anyway. Oh, here we are. Okay. Down to 18,000. Oh, look at that. Okay. So we're going to start to catch up to the apoapsis, or it's going to catch up to us. It'll start to extend out in front of us. And then we'll be on our way. I guess we could... Whoa. Okay, I'm pulling back. Are these responding? They don't seem to be. Maybe we're caught in the some kind of aerodynamic slipstream or something. Oh, now it's starting to pull up a bit. We are way too low. Let's pull up. Why can I not pull up higher? I wonder what's going on. What mode are we in? Still air breathing. Okay, we're still 1800 specific impulse, so we're doing okay. And our first set of tanks is about half empty. We will probably finish it before we get to our destination, which is fine. Yeah, hopefully the plane does not explode. There is a possibility that when we drop these tanks, they crash into our ship. Although I've put Cybertrons on there to try and eliminate that. Okay, now we're climbing again. I've regained control of it. It's responding. There we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Give a little wiggle. So basically now I just need to climb to a little bit higher, back up to 20,000, and watch my apoapsis so I don't arc too high. It's because we were climbing at a 45-degree angle is what happened. And basically, we're going to make our way over here, and I will resume recording once we get there. Okay, there's the first set of tanks. Here we go. Cross your fingers. Oh, crap. What happened? What did we lose? Okay, that's not good. What blew up? Let's take a look. We have all the landing gear. We have all the jets and the tanks. All of our... Yeah, I think everything survived. I think the thing that blew up is the stuff we got rid of. So that's just dandy. We're almost there. We are headed basically right for here. Let's check. Oh, the apoapsis is getting a little high. Tip it down. Tip it down. Gotta be careful with that. Just gotta keep it... 22,000 max is pretty good. We're looking for the area basically right around here. Alright, here we go into the canyon. This is actually a little bit risky doing it like this. I think I'll still be able to pull up and climb out of the canyon, but I want to do a close flyby because what I suspect is that there's a monolith down here that's going to be kind of small. We're going to have to get close to see it. All I know is that there's something basically in this little area right here. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about it. I wanted to be spoiler-free, but there's no way you would ever find stuff just flying around randomly. So I did have to look up where things were. And I know there's something here. So we're actually kind of low at this point. This might be landable if I do it just right to land in this area. And there's supposed to be something... Well, we're still kind of high up, actually. There's supposed to be something in the canyon here, and I wanted to kind of locate it. Let me see. Oh, we better start climbing or turning or something. I need to start climbing, yeah. Look at our shadow. Your shadow tells you how high up we are right there. I did not see anything. That doesn't mean there's nothing here. I had to fly around the other mountain like 8 times. Oh, look right there. What's that? Zoom in on that. Okay, let's do another flyby. That might be it. I know that they are kind of small, and whoa, gosh! Pull up! Pull up! Huh. Well, Great. What do we do when we have a problem? You know what the answer is. We had some boosters. We had some struts. We get it done. We brute force it. More power. That's right. It's yeah. Put a bunch of boosters on the thing. So we're gonna treat it like a rocket for a bit. Then we're gonna glide into a landing. Hopefully, that's the idea. The last Easter egg we went after didn't exactly go to plan. I don't think really any of them have. Well, no, that's not true. We got to the Space Center one, which is over here. I think maybe right there. We got to that one pretty successfully, and that was probably the most interesting one to explore. The monoliths are okay, but I mean, they're not that interesting visually. I mean, you can't really do much besides walk up and look at it. We failed to land or find 3 monoliths now. We flew over a temple. We did explore all 3 space centers, actually. So we're doing okay. And we're going to the North Pole this time for the last one on Kerbal that I know of. And it is right around here somewhere in this general vicinity. Right at the edge of this icy stuff and this, which may be liquid. I'm not sure. So we're going to have to play that by ear. We're about to stage here. And then we can start, well, it's not really a gravity turn because we're not trying to get into orbit. But we do want to go a little bit more horizontally. And I'm actually going to start to veer slightly west of north a little bit. And we're going to go pretty aggressively about this. Actually, we can stay at this. We just have to make sure we don't get into orbit. We don't want to overshoot a lot. Let's see, does this thing have Rapier engines? Or does it have... No, it's got turbojet engines. Uh-oh. Okay, that may be a problem if we overshoot it. We're just going to have to be careful. We're going to have to be careful. Let's keep an eye on the apoapsis. It's already up to 30,000. And we're up to 800 meters per second. So let's turn over a bit. Let's actually go mostly horizontal. We've got enough thrust that we can do it without too much trouble. And let's make sure that we're kind of... It seems like we're kind of pointed the right direction. We want to go kind of right there. Right? Yeah, right there. Yeah, we're doing good. Oh, okay. And we staged. Good. All right, you know, we ran out of fuel for that stage, but we have another one. This apoapsis will take us all the way up to 40,000. I guess... Look at this guy. We can go ahead and stage again. Pow! Look at that. And let's turn all the way to horizontal here. This is where things can get a little tricksy. The apoapsis is already up to 42,000. I want to slow that down a bit, so I'm actually going to tilt down a bit. I don't want it climbing too high. That's a pretty cool visual there with the boosters on. It looks like something out of Star Wars or something. And I specifically put them on there like that so that when we get far enough... What I can do is stage them and they'll go shooting off. Like that. Pow! And fly into each other and explode. Awesome. And hopefully the atmosphere doesn't revert our progress too much. We want to go basically right about here. Right there. And yeah, look at what the atmosphere is doing here. We don't have any more boosters. And we're too high to use our turbojets. So we're just going to have to glide for a bit. And, oh, look at that. We've got Jebediah Kerman in the cockpit. IVA, Jebediah. Resurrected once again from the bowels of hell, where he's a frequent flyer. Okay. The atmosphere is still pulling us backwards slowly, but it's slower than before. Let's go back to the normal view. We're up to the very thinnest bit of the atmosphere. And I think we will be able to fly the rest of the way. It's going to be right about here. So this is going to be pretty good. Not exactly where we wanted to be, but pretty close. As long as it doesn't keep doing that. It's going to keep doing that, but as long as it slows down sufficiently. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Well, I've been flying around here for a little bit, and I'm running low on fuel, and I see this little speck of darkness here in the distance. Let's do a flyby. This looks like something suspicious, like it's what we might be looking for. Okay, let's pull up. Let's not crash this time. Yeah, okay, that's what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure. These pine trees here are random scatter. So let's fly a pattern out this direction, do a 180, and then come in and land. I'm assuming this stuff right here you can land on. This is the ice over the ocean. I'm hoping we don't just sink right through. We'll find out. I did not put any floatable devices on here. You can make water aircraft now, and it's kind of funny because, let's see, I don't have any of them, but one of the air intakes, the radial ones, they float, and you can make aircraft that can land in water. It's pretty cool. But let's circle around. Let's not crash into the ice just yet. I'm a little bit suspicious. Even though it looks nice and solid, I am a little bit suspicious. Let's see, we were right about there. Let's go into the, for fun, let's go into chase camera. Let's try to fly around like this. Okay, that's enough of that. That's all it took. And I had enough. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, let's cut the engines. Cut the engines already. Slow down. And we want landing pads. Come on, landing gears. Come out. And then we want to pull up and kind of line up straight relatively. Okay, we're doing good. We're going to come in a little too soon, so let's speed up again. Just fast enough to where we can go a little bit farther, and then, okay, that's enough. Oh, crap! Wrong button. Okay, now we're going to overshoot it. That's perfect. No, this might be just perfect. Look at this. Okay, here we go. And we want to be coming up even a little bit more aggressively because we're kind of on an edge there. And brakes. Oh, crap! Success! The turbojet is still on. Get away from that jet engine, Jebediah. But that's a success, I think. Let's run over here and take a look at this. We made it. That was not a very good landing. I should not have tried to land tilted like that on a tilted surface. That was a recipe for disaster. I should have just landed here and then taxied the rest of the way up here. That would have been the smart thing to do. But we actually survived, so that's pretty good. I'll count that a success. Look at that, Jebediah. You are immortal, you sucker. There's, I guess, just pine trees over there, so we won't bother looking at those. Those are just randomly generated ground scatter, which you can turn on in your options menu if you don't see it in your game. Oh boy, this thing is far away. Jeb, you need a skateboard or like a bicycle that deploys or something in addition to your little jetpack. I wonder if we can you read what's on his back? I've never looked this close. It says Kerbal Space Program there. Oh, look at that. There's my flag. KSP, KSP. I've never looked this close. There's a lot of detail in that. KSP. And some dials and knobs and levers and whatnot. Gauges. Wheels. Dials. Whatever. Lots of science-y type stuff. Okay, almost there. In your own time, Jebediah. What is this shadow? See this crazy shadow on the ground? I think there's supposed to be a tree right there casting the shadow. It's casting the shadow of the tree, but there's no tree unless it's casting. I don't know. Who knows? Let's not dwell on it. We're almost there. It looks like a UFO crashed on its side here. Are these guys UFOs? Is this how they got here? Well, if he knows, he's not telling. This is by far, well, I wouldn't say by far the most interesting. This and the Space Center were the most interesting. The obelisks are kind of cool, but once you see them, you're kind of, well, okay, what's next? This is a little bit more unique. A crashed UFO spaceship. I wonder if there's going to be anybody inside of it. Maybe they'll jump out. Maybe we can fly it. Oh, that, okay. Developers. Squad. Here's an idea. When you get to this spaceship that has crashed here, wouldn't it be awesome if you could climb in the cockpit and fly this thing around, and if it like hovered around and it could go real fast in lateral directions? That would be awesome. That would be the best Easter egg ever. I was kind of wondering if there would be writing on it or something, or some sort of... No, it's totally smooth. No details, no nothing. With the light shining off of it. Whoa, and the screen, man. And it's fairly sizable. Very smooth. Let's see. Let's go look at the cockpit around the edge. In the darkness. Yeah, can't really see anything. Totally smooth. Can you right-click on it? Board. I want to board. It won't let us. All right. Let's go back to the front where we're in the sunlight. Ooh, is the sun setting? We better hurry. We're going to run out of sunlight. Let's plant the flag. Oh, I turned off the GUI. Plant flag. That's right. Okay, we'll call this UFO crash site, so I know what it is if I'm looking at flags later. UFO crash site. Well done, Jebediah. Maybe we should have brought you on some earlier ones. There we go. Okay, so I guess that's it for this episode. Next episode, we will begin our mission to Jewel. We'll begin designing the ships and assembling them in orbit around Kerbal, and then sending it into space to go to the gas giant and its 5 moons. Hope you're excited. I'm excited. We'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.